to blow out my hair. All you need are a few things: a volumizing hairspray. My hair gets really flat after washing it, like after 2 days, and it's a 24-hour anti-humidity hold. And you're going to need heat protectant, obviously, because we're about to put heat on our hair. I have tried using rollers in my hair, but they don't work, so I just have a bag with some care clips and it holds them fine. Lastly, I'm using a Dyson. I bought this for myself for my birthday this year. Before, I was using like the Amika hair blowout roller thing, and that worked fine. So just use whatever you have. And like, if I keep glancing over, it's because I'm literally filming a TikTok. Okay, first step is the heat protectant. I'm very generous with the heat protectant because I don't want heat damage. I want my hair to be about like 80-ish% dry. I know that there's like this attachment for blow drying, but because it's just like the initial like, I don't really care about using an attachment. Break my hair into 4 sections. So it's gonna be like this lower third of my hair, and then I separate the crown of my head from these 2 side sections, if that makes sense. But I'll show you. And like, you can kind of feel out how much your hair you're grabbing. So if it feels like too little, or like you could grab more, I usually use my eyebrow as the measuring line, and I can kind of feel where I am in the back of my head. So if that's too little, I'll like lower the line going around the back of my head, dry it again, or else like the curl's not gonna hold. Because I don't want my hair to have any knots in it, I go through with this one to make sure like everything is straight, so that when I go in to curl it, like there's no bumps, no nothing in the curl. Okay, we're gonna make sure we part down the middle here. We're gonna grab this attachment. There is the smaller one, but I use the bigger one. I think it looks better. The arrows are very important. Make sure they're facing away from your head. So if I'm doing the right side of my head, the arrow is facing that way, and if I'm doing the left side of my head, the arrow is facing this way. The far most back section of my hair, I make sure that all the hair is like in the same direction, that it's straight. I put it on the back of the hair, I turn it on, get the ends to mids to wrap around, and then I grab the rest of the hair. Yes. Once you hear the cool feature turn off, I grab a clip, and I learned this trick on TikTok the other day, but I kind of just slide it up the barrel and let the hair fall into the clip. I've never done that without a mirror, and it holds it pretty well. It's still kind of loose in my hair, but I kind of prefer it because once I'm done, everything kind of falls more naturally. I'm gonna grab like the far back section. This chunk feels like it might be too thick, so I'll split it in half-ish. Do the end first, wrap it, and pin it in place as best you can. Ah, it fell, but that's fine. Let's do the rest of this half and get her done. Okay, we're about to start the other side, so don't forget to switch the arrow. Okay, we've done this bottom third of our head. I would show you the back of my head, but that's like none of my business. Like, I don't want to know what it looks like. Just trust that things are going well. We are tasked with splitting this section into 3. I follow the arch of my eyebrow, so I'll like follow it all the way back and try to keep it as straight as you can, but also doesn't matter. No, it's all gonna get blended in a bit. So this is a good slice. Lighting is getting bad, so if I turn on the overhead light and it gets ugly, don't judge. The sun's going down, okay? For this top layer, I'm gonna alternate which side this is facing, because if you think about it, this is a layer that's gonna sit on top of everything. So I want there to be more diversity, and I think it creates like an illusion of volume, even though there may not be as much volume as there actually looks like, because each curl is gonna be facing different ways and like on top of each other. I don't know if that makes sense. I say you should try to keep it in this as long as possible, especially if you're like method of curling doesn't have a cooling method like the Dyson does, keep it in your head as long as you can. That way it can stay, because my hair never holds style. So this step is crucial. Next step is locking it in. I usually spray once, twice, thrice. So let's do that. Woo! For the best part, we get to take it out. I'm gonna count how many of these I take out too, because it's a lot.
Every time I close my eyes, it seems like nothing else. Visions of you run my mind. I can't see nothing else. Ooh. Every time.
Once you've taken all the pins out, flip your hair over and shake it out, okay? I'm gonna give you a 360 because now the back of our head is low-key our business, and we just gotta cross our fingers that it turned out okay. Is what it should look like. If you guys have any blowout tips that I could probably utilize, let me know in the comments below, but I'll see you next time. Bye.